Hello. In this session, we're going to focus on an exercise known as a wall sit. A wall sit is where you put your back against a secure wall and you bend your knees and you hold that position for an extended period of time. There's been many news articles reporting on a scientific study regarding wall sitting used to show a decrease in blood pressure. That you did a 2-minute on, 2-minute off, so 2-minute wall sit, then 2-minute rest period for 4 rounds. And yes, 2 minutes, and that's a long time to be holding any position, but specifically this position is intense. I uploaded another video a couple days ago about how to hold a squat without using the wall for an extended amount of time to make this exercise we're going to do today more achievable for a larger range of people. The wall sit itself is not really advisable for the general population just because of the difficulty of getting into it. A, your floor has to be secure and not slick. B, you have to have enough strength at some point to push your body out of the exercise. You can use your arms or whatever. So the precariousness of it is disadvantageous for the general population. Also, it's just really not that pleasant for many people because it's one of those exercises that just feel the burn and breathe and live through it. And that's not a lot of people's comfort zone or palatable, let's say. So we're going to go over some options first. They're going to help you make it slightly more palatable for you, hopefully. Now, I just have a yoga strap, something that does not have any stretch to it. They make door anchors you can use. So you're going to put the door anchor in the door, close the door, lock it, make sure the door is secure, and then hook a yoga strap through the door anchor. Because having something to hold on to in the wall squat position can really be extremely beneficial. All right? So how you get into the position, you put your back against the wall, legs about hip distance, walk your feet forward some. One strap each hand, you're pulling down with bent arms strongly. You just bend your knees forward, knees not together, knees not apart or away from the outside of the hips either. Knees in line with hips as much as you can. You bend your knees only as far as you have comfort, right? That's the first thing I'd say. Make sure you find a place where you can stay here comfortably. Don't go so low that your knees have pain or strain ever for any exercise, but this one in particular. And we are going to go for a goal of 2 minutes to start. So make sure you don't go too deep, too quick, or if you do go deeper than maybe you could support for 2 minutes, come a little higher. Away from the floor is easier, lower to the floor is much more challenging. And again, use a strap to help you. If you don't have a door anchor, you can use an umbrella on either side of you pushed against the corners where the wall and floor meet to give you some leverage to your upper body. That just makes it a lot easier to hold the position for many more people. All right, so I'm gonna have my alarm clock set up here for 2 minutes. I'm gonna hit 2 minutes and get set into position. We're gonna talk you through it. Ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2 minutes set. Here we go. So again, you're gonna bend your knees only as far as you can maintain this wall squat stance 4. Don't go too low, too quick, too soon. Really use your arms here to help you. Things to think about is to use the back of your legs. So push through your heels, squeeze your bum a bit or a lot so it's not just all in your thighs, right? Yes, you are going to feel a lot of thigh here, but you can also feel the rest of your leg as well. So really pushing your feet down to the floor, squeezing your bum will help your whole leg support the position and not just your thighs. Really use your arms as well and breathe. Now, make sure that the knees are not coming together or apart and the heels aren't lifting or the toes aren't lifting, right? All of those things matter. You are keeping your back against the wall, but if you come a little higher and lean forward, you'll find that's less aggressive as well. Really relax your shoulders away from the ears. Pull with the arms to help you maintain this position for as long as you want. You can also take your hands on your thighs here as a means of supporting your upper body away from the floor. And yes, you can feel how it's just a feel the burn exercise, right? And it's great to get that sense of endurance and strength, but I'm not really sure if this kind of exercise practice has real world relevancy besides the ability to do it and to feel strong in your life, right? We don't really move like this in terms of our hips going back away from our feet quite a lot. And that is one of the reasons to practice anything is because you want to feel it stronger in your daily life. And I'm not sure that we do this position really much ever at all. Now, if you've reached your threshold, feel free to find your clock, hit pause, and take note of the time. and then come back to that time for the next round. Don't go beyond where you are personally comfortable with. It's always okay to come up and take a break and then come back down into it, right? Great. To come out of it, of course, you would pull your body up with your arms. Really nice job. Now, you can feel just how intense that was, right? And that's not gonna be everyone's comfort zone. You could argue that in this study, if people were already able to do a wall squat, and planks, by the way, maybe they had an exercise regimen in their life that already allowed their blood pressure to be lowered markedly compared to the general population. I'm not really sure how all of that works. It's just something to ponder because this is an aggressive exercise and I can't see the general population really having A, fun, B, the ability to achieve it. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try, right? So I have this video out and the other one before it with just normal squats to help you understand, oh, did I hit repeat? Help you understand that the goal is still achievable, even though it might feel unpalatable for you. That doesn't mean it's not unachievable, right? Those are good things to think about. And I'm just stretching my thighs here. Sorry if I wasn't clear about what's going on. If this bothers your knee, you would just put a small towel behind your knee. And if you can't grab onto your ankle, use a small towel around your ankle. Use two towels, one behind the knee, one and the ankle, to help you pull that leg back towards you. Now we're almost at the end of our rest period here. So set your mind ready for round 2. Yes, it is an intense sensation. But again, come a little higher. Don't go so low. Make sure you're using the back of your leg as well. So it's not just your thigh. Don't just push your body against the wall. Really use your whole foot and feel the back of your body ignite to help distribute the energy and muscular effort. All right, here we go. Round 2, set yourself up. Bend, only go as far as you have personal comfort. Now, the further your feet are away from the wall, the deeper you can go as well. But again, the deeper that you go, the harder it's going to be over time to maintain this position. Feel free to come up out of the position, even incrementally, to give it so you can stay in position longer for that 2-minute hold period here. Now, in the study, they did not use arms like I'm showing you here, but I'm using the arms like I said earlier, because for most people, a 2-minute wall squat just isn't achievable. You can start up high, like I said earlier, and just bend your knees a little bit, and that'd be one way to adjust it. But when they say wall squat, they tend to mean thighs parallel-ish to the floor. That doesn't mean that you have to do it like that. That just means that's how the study did it in their exercise regimen, right? And yeah, it's not the most pleasant thing, and you want to keep your mind focused on using the back of your leg. So really push into those heel bones. Heel bones, can you squeeze your bum here? Chest stays up nice and tall. Feel the whole back of your body as much as you can against the wall. Easy breathe. And again, take a break when you need to take a break. These straps are going to really help. You can also use, like I said earlier, pulls against where the wall and floor meet to help distribute your body weight and not just have it in your legs only, because it's really aggressive for most people, and many people really aren't going to love that too much. Now, to distract yourself, you can practice picking your toes up and then maybe your heels, right? To give yourself a little bit of something else to focus on, right? You can try shifting your hips side to side a bit to give you some movement there, right? You can try pulling one arm and then the other to try and give your mind something else to focus on just besides the clock. And how much longer do we have? I don't really know how much longer we have. Let me see. Oh, we're done. Push and pull and come up and out of there. I got lucky there, huh? Right. And again, all we're going to do is stretch our thigh here. Right. So now we're halfway through. And you can feel how intense this practice is. And that is what makes it intense, especially when you're talking about a general population where people don't exercise in the first place. How are they ever going to achieve a 2-minute wall squat with your thighs sort of parallel to the floor, right? That's going to be kind of on the unachievable side for many people. Other side, same thing for planks. I have a video about isometrics and decreasing blood pressure. For planks, it's the same issue, right? So the modalities there are getting your hands higher off the floor, like on a wall first, then a countertop next, furniture next, maybe some boxes on the floor last, to make planks more achievable, again, for a general population. What is really great about it, it's not just all bad, what is really great about this practice is you can feel how it elevates your heart rate. Because for many people, I think the notion of elevating your heart rate means that you're moving your body in like a quicker pace. You don't have to. Weightlifting can elevate your heart rate, right? As you can feel, standing still can elevate your heart rate. You don't have to move quick to accelerate your heart and lungs and to make them pump stronger and to get a nice cardiovascular workout there. Now, in case I wasn't clear, I want to make sure I'm clear. Your feet don't have to be very far from the wall at all. You can have your feet a little closer and a little bend to your knees, and that is the wall sit that works best for you. And then over time, you can walk your feet forward more and bend your knees more or not, right? So that's what I'd say in case the whole thing is just overwhelming. Start where you are, feet closer, small bend to your knees. When you're bending your knees, make sure your knees don't bend so far forward that your heel bones lift up off the floor. So you don't want to sit back so deeply that your knees are going forward and your heels can't press down to the ground. You've got to be able to keep your whole foot, both feet, firmly on the floor, weight into your heels and forefoot evenly. And here we go. Again, pick the position that works best for you. You can try using your arms less here, maybe taking your hands to your thighs. Maybe by the third round, you've gotten a little more used to the sensation, and it's not as aggressive as it was on that first round. That first round can be like diving into a pool of cold, ice cold water. It could be too shocking. It could be too aggressive for many people to feel comfortable, even fathoming going into the deeper end. Just their toe is enough, right? So maybe you're beyond your toe. Maybe now you're up into your waist in that pool, right? Still contemplating getting your hand under, but at least it's more than your toe, and that's a success. That's a win, right? The next time you practice, you'll do even more, because as we know, you can play these videos more than once. The video doesn't disappear once you hit play, right? It stays on YouTube the whole time, and it's always there for you to access. Really press down, squeezing your bum here, easy, relaxing your shoulders, taking your time. Yes, 2 minutes of this exercise is a long time, as you can feel. Really press your whole foot down, squeezing your bum. It's not just your thighs here that you're focusing on. Easy. Again, come a little higher. If it's too intense, scoot your body up a bit, right? There's nothing wrong with scooting a little higher to have less intense feelings, right? You don't want to just give up. Do a small increment away from intensity, and then see if that can help you have more endurance. Can you stay here longer with that just coming up a little higher away from the floor? It just makes a big difference. Relaxing your shoulders here. We only have 10 more seconds. Here we go. Breathe. 10. Great. 9. You can do it. 8. Breathing. 7. Good, everyone. 6. Nice. 5. Excellent work here. You're doing it. 4. Great. 3. Breathe. Squeeze your bum. 2. Yeah. Push up and come out of there. Excellent work. We've just got one more round to go. Again, stretching your thigh, I recommend here. Give it a little of the other kind of motion. Yeah, it feels good to do a bit of the opposite. If you didn't stretch in between, I really recommend that you stretch at the end for a couple minutes just to give your leg the opposite motion, because you're holding that position for a total of 6 minutes, and that's a lot, right? You at least want to do 3 minutes in the other direction without the same intensity, right? Just to give your body a sense of reprieve. So if you tried a little bit without the strap or without your hands, you can feel how, if you practice, it does get easier over time. It does become more achievable. I didn't say it became more pleasant. It becomes more achievable. Those two things aren't the same, right? Achievable and pleasant don't always work hand in hand. And that's just how it is. But again, this can be a nice challenge for people, specifically if you have the goal of, oh, can I do this? That's how I would frame this type of exercise. Is that something that I can achieve by myself over time, getting stronger at that series of just sitting against the wall? Can be a very satisfying feeling of accomplishment, right? Now we have only one more round to go. If you're using the band, make sure your fingers are not getting too stressed. Make sure your fingernails aren't putting in your palm. You should not be drawing blood here by holding on to the strap. And again, this is our last round. You've done really well so far, right? Maybe you never even thought you could make it past one round. And here we are in our getting ready for our fourth and final set. Get your mind set. We're going to start very soon, back against the wall. Walk your feet forward, find the distance of the wall that works best for you. And again, only bend your knees as far and as deep as you have personal comfort. They don't have to go very far to be within the parameters of the goals of exercise. And here we go. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you can do this. Easy breathe. Keep pushing your body against the wall. Use your heel bones to help you squeeze your bum quite strongly. Again, so it's not just all thigh, right? You can feel more the front and back of your leg working as well. The sides of your leg are working here because you're not going out or in too much. So that means the sides of your leg are working. They just don't have the same level of intensity as perhaps the front and or back of your legs do, right? Really push your body against the wall to help you. Use your arms here as much or as little as you like. Take your time. There was no mention of their back of their pelvis or the back of their hips touching the wall, but do try to get a little bit of the back of your hips to the wall. You don't want to just have your lower back on the wall and not any part of your hips against the wall. You do want to have the back of your hips, your middle back, and maybe the back of your head, maybe not. Not everyone's back of their head will touch the wall in this position here, right? Everyone's got a different posture there. And so I wouldn't say to make that thing to live for, right? Really use your arms. You can feel how using your arms makes it much more appealing, at least, or achievable long term. And over time, you can use less and less or no arms, taking your hands on your thighs, take your hands on the walls. Do whatever works best for you. Keep breathing through it, relaxing your shoulders. How much farther we got? Oh, we've got 20 more seconds here. Easy, breathe. You're doing really great. This is our last round, nothing to it. Take a break, take note of the time, no big deal. Here we go, 10 more seconds. Breathe, 10, easy, 9, you can do it. Push the floor down, 8, really good everyone. 7, keep breathing. 6, nice work. 5, oops, I was really long on my counting there. Come up and let's stretch. Again, congratulations, you made it through 4 rounds. Maybe you watched for more than you practiced, and that's okay. It's okay. Even doing it in your mind does get you ready to do it in reality over time, right? And again, it really is quite beneficial to give your thighs in particular a nice long stretch here after all of that activity, right? Switch other side when you're ready. We'll do one more stretch after this just to help give some release to your whole body. But that was great, right? It is achievable. It's just not palatable for a lot of people. So I hope this helped you discover some techniques that you can try to help you get stronger. Maybe you can work up towards 1 round of a 2-minute wall sit and then take a break for more than 2 minutes. Then come back to it when you're ready, right? That's another way to look at it, right? Now we're just gonna hold on to the strap, or your hands could be on the wall as well. I'm gonna do it at an angle so it's not so unpleasant for you. Just let your hips go back and your body lean forward, holding onto the strap or the wall. Easy. Then round your lower back and roll all the way up tall. Again, hips go back, body leans forward. Feel free to bend your knees or not. That is your choice. Easy. Breathe. Round your spine. Roll all the way up tall. We have 3 more to go. Hips go back, lean forward. Feel free to bend your knees or not. No big deal there. Reaching and leaning. Round your spine. Roll all the way up tall. Again, 2 more. Hips go back, body leans forward. Take your time stretching. Knees bent or not. Easy. Breathe. Really good. Round. Now we're going to hold this next one down there a bit. Hips go back. Body leans forward. Thank you. Stay here. You're going to bend one knee, then straighten, then the other knee. Or just pedal your legs, one and the other. Whatever works best for you. Allow your hips to waggle and move side to side like a dog wagging its tail slowly. Easy. Breathe. Take your time. Then come 2 legs even, straight or bent. Round your back and roll all the way up. Nice and tall. Now just interlace your fingers here. Press your palms away from you. Easy. And look, because if you're holding onto that rope, it was quite intense there on your grip. Great for grip strength as well. 4, right? It's not just all unpalatable. There are benefits to it. Breathe deep. 3, making you feel strong is one of them. Completing something is another. Breathe deeply. 2, excellent work. One more time. Again, easy reach. Yeah, really great job there. So I hope that helped you frame this exercise practice maybe a different way. That's not just impossible, close the door and move on. It is achievable. You just may have to work up to 2 minutes for sets, right? Start with where you are and work from there. And that's the best thing you can do. And exercise is just practice after all. All you do is practicing. I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.